North Carolina.
Hey
You'd find all
guys,
the
I'm in
historical
here
stuff in a row,
fixing dinner
aren't
for
you?
my
But you
family.
may be the only one here
My
from
pants
Dolores,
scooched now,
California.
so
Danny, how
I'm
you
in here making some
doing?
plates.
Red
I
in
got my girl
Pennsylvania. I'd just rather
on.
do this than talk about news. It's much more fun to think
That's
about
my
all these places,
girl,
isn't it? New Bern, North
Heather.
Carolina, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and
She's
so
talking
on.
about
Facebook is here
politics,
though,
and I
so I
love her
suppose I have to
because she
pretend I'm
keeps
an
it real
adult and go ahead
clean.
and
She
talk
keeps it real
about
crisp
some of the news that you
and to
people
the
asked
point
about.
most
And
times.
I am
So
probably
while
going
I'm
to
making these
start
plates, y'all just
and
listen to
end
her.
in the same place.
This is
And that
Heather
is
Cox
number of you
Richardson,
on
my
YouTube
girl. She
and
gets 10
Facebook
out of 10
asked
stars for
if
everything she's
the
talking
things that
about
Trump is
with
doing can
what's
be
going on in
undone.
this country. So
And
listening
I
while I make these
really,
plates.
really, really want to emphasize that this is our government. Yes, we can change our government whenever we want to change our government. We can even change the Constitution. There's mechanisms for doing that, and we have changed it many, many times over the years. And the same is true of state constitutions and so on. So don't ever forget that we get to choose. And it doesn't feel like that right now because there are many ways in which the radical extremists in the Republican Party have locked up the mechanics of government. But there's no rule that says it's always going to be that way, that we have the power to change that. And I'm going to end with that as well. But let me take on a couple of specific questions you asked. People asked if an incoming president can overturn executive orders from former presidents. And the answer to that is absolutely. So just to be clear, an executive order is not a law at all. It is, the way to think about it is sort of like if you're working at a company and there's you get a new boss. Like the new boss is probably not going to say, okay, we're going to switch from being an organization that takes care of sharks to being one that makes paper clips. I mean, that really would be a huge shift. But a boss would say, hey, our mission is this, but we're going to fulfill it a little bit differently under me than you did. I'm going to
put y'all over there so you can watch her.
And that's kind of the way to think about executive orders. It's instructions from the president for how to fulfill laws, for example, or the mission of the government under that particular president. And we've always had them. They're nothing new. In fact, they go all the way back to George Washington, but it's really only under Abraham Lincoln, I believe it was, that the government decided they should be keeping some kind of a record of those executive orders.
Heather.
And that's why it's in the 1860s that executive orders start, I think, with number one, but they actually go all the way back to Washington. So an executive order is, I just realized I still have my icon from the thing I do with Paul Krugman, and I did not put the icon up for what day I am doing this politics chat. I'm sorry about that. I just got off the road late last night and a little bit discombobulated still. So anyway, executive orders absolutely can be overturned and are overturned every time somebody new comes into office. So that's one thing that people asked about. People also asked, can we stop the cuts to the supplemental nutrition assistance programs and the cuts to Medicaid that the Republicans made in their budget reconciliation bill of last July in 2025? That law has a number of really dramatic cuts to Medicaid and to SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which formerly was known as food stamps. Interesting history, by the way, of food stamps.
Y'all go check her out.
I mean,
she's talking about politics and chit chat. Today is May 20th, 2026. I love her.
The law made big cuts there, and they're cuts that are going to hit extraordinarily hard. And we knew they were going to hit really hard even before we had this economic downturn. But now that we're seeing pretty dramatic inflation, especially in food prices and gas prices.
She keeps it real. She's unbiased and she keeps it 100. She's wonderful. Heather Cox Richardson. Please check her out. I'm gonna make dinner for my family. I love you guys. Convos with Tia. Peace out, guys.